Hello, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into the weekly love outlook for the sign of Aquarius. Now we're going to pull cards for you, Aquarius, and your other person. So this is a love outlook into a situation that you have with someone, right? They may be your soulmate. They may be somebody you've just met. They may be somebody that you're even in separation or challenge with. We really won't know until we pull out the cards. But certainly it is a love outlook into a special connection that you have in your life. All right, so let's get right into it. I've already been shuffling off camera. We can go ahead and cut your cards, Aquarius, and get right into it. All right, straight out, your person is resonating with King of Swords this week, and you are resonating with the Eight of Wands. They see you as a tower, and you see them as the Seven of Wands. They see the relationship as the Ace of Cups, and you see it as the Moon. Wow. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have Justice. All right, so interesting, right? Let's get right into it. So we have King of Swords and the Eight of Wands, right? So this is how your person is resonating, and you are resonating. This is how you're identifying yourself this week, March 1st to the 8th. King of Swords, they're the ones who are really very much putting down the law, right? King of Swords is the one who really makes the rules. He is the disciplinarian. He's the one who sets sort of the standard, right? He requires absolute honesty. He requires truth in all things. He's very, very severe, very logical, very, very sort of mental in terms of having a clear sort of outlook on things, right? Knowing, he's clear in his mind. His plans are clear. He can see clearly. He's not easily or at all really confused or duped, or you can't really cheat the King of Swords, right? You can't sort of pull the wool over his eyes, right? His insight is so keen and so piercing. He generally knows what any situation needs in terms of a solution. He's certainly the king of solutions in a lot of ways, coming up with an action plan. You are resonating with Eight of Wands. So you're having a difficult time right now, Aquarius. This is definitely a feeling of being overwhelmed. Eight of Wands is a lot of messages and information coming in, mixed messages. I call this my viral card as well. Sometimes when you're doing something creative or that involves the public, you have Eight of Wands. It can often indicate a viral sort of energy around you. Everyone's calling, everyone's emailing, everyone's texting. You're really in a very sort of chaotic state. And this is how you're resonating this week. And it's interesting that your person is resonating with King of Swords, because I feel like they are very much wanting to be your back, right? They want to hold you down. They want to be your rock. Justice is here. So some of you may be indeed dealing with a issue to do with court. Official documents or meetings may be coming in for you, right? Justice, of course, is an event that serves to rebalance an area of your life, but a lot of times this event is an official event. It could be to do with mediation, lawyers, documents that need to be signed. This could be at work or in your private life. But it's a very hectic week for you. It's a very chaotic week, and your person is very much sort of standing strong for you. Now, how do you see each other? Surely, this is interesting. This is a very nice reading, by the way, for an Aquarius who has someone in their life who is really, really supportive. They see you as the tower. They know you're going through something heavy right now. Right? They can see it, right? They can see what you're resonating with. They know that you have a lot on your plate. You're going through a tower moment. That's certainly how they're seeing it. So right now, this is, I think, another reason why they are resonating with King of Swords. They see themselves as your protector. You are resonating with the Seven of Wands as far as how you see your person. And so you have a lot of admiration for them, right? I think you realize that right now your life is a handful for you, and it's a handful for them. You see them as valor, as having strength and courage. Seven of Wands is someone who is very, very valiant, very courageous, someone who comes up with a lot of solutions to a lot of problems, specifically the type of problems that come into us from other people. These wands that this individual is fighting against are being wielded. So they're the type of obstacles that are being put in your way by other individuals intentionally. They're not sort of standstill obstacles, right? And so in this way, you see them really kind of being that David and Goliath. I think you have a lot of admiration for them. And you see that they are doing the best they can right now to really help you through a difficult situation. And this is why I said this is a really sweet reading for an Aquarius who's got a really great person in their life that they are connected to, that loves them and cares for them and is there for them. Now, how you guys see the relationship this week? They see it as Ace of Cups and you are seeing it as the Moon. So for them, this is a really, I'm going to say you may not necessarily be involved with them just yet, right? Because for them, this is a new love, right? So they are deeply, deeply in love here with you, with this relationship. They see this connection with you as a fountain of love, but Ace of Cups generally indicates a new fountain of love. So I wonder, this could very well be, Aquarius, a very good friend of yours that has fallen in love with you, right? And right now you're going through a very difficult situation and they just want to be there for you. They may not even be someone that you know for a very long time, or they may not be such a close friend. They may just be someone you've recently met or someone you only know for a few short months or years, but they certainly see you and they are absolutely in love with you. How do you see the relationship? Well, you see it as Moon energy. You're really not sure what's going on, right? I think the thing is that right now you have so much on your plate with your own life and your own passion and goals. You're not really sure what's going on as far as a relationship is concerned with them. You know, there's Moon energy there. There's a feeling of wanting to get into it with them, wanting to sort of see where this goes. But right now you're just not sure. And I think a lot of the reasons why you're not sure is because, again, this is not an established relationship. Right? This feels very much like a new relationship that is kind of being born out of the fact that they see you and they see that you're going through a lot. They want to help you and they've fallen in love with you. And you're kind of like, well, I'm dealing with all of this, right? I'm dealing with this Eight of Wands. I have this Tower moment going on with me right now. It could be that you indeed may be waiting for that divorce to come through, that separation to come through. You may be waiting for whatever this court judgment is here or this official event is here before you make a decision on this connection. Again, another reason why you may be resonating with the Moon right now. This is really a straightforward reading, I'm going to say, for an Aquarius who is possibly starting a new love connection with someone. That person is clearly in love with you. Now, if you're resonating with this, there's not going to be any surprises here. This person is obviously has strong feelings for you. So it's not going to be a case of them sort of beating around the bush or anything like that. Now, they may not have come right out and told you that they love you, but it's by their actions that you can tell that they are deeply, deeply connected to you and feeling for you, right? Now, your Moon energy towards the relationship, yes, I think that you wonder if there's a possibility there, but the only reason that's really anything's holding you back from it is that you're just going through so much right now with this Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands can also indicate a lot of sort of messages, feelings from others that are just mixed and that really requires some boundaries as well. It could be that you've just got so many people coming into you right now with different energies for different reasons that you can't really distinguish, you know, who's a friend, who's a possible lover, who's someone to trust, right? There's just a lot going on for you right now. Certainly, if they see you resonating with a Tower moment, I do think that indeed you may be resonating with a Tower moment right now. This Eight of Wands for you that you are personally seeing yourself going through definitely requires boundaries. And I'm going to say to a certain degree, remember the Moon is the second 8. The first 8 is strength. The second 8, 18 is the Moon. So we have really 8 and a sort of version of 8 in this reading. So it's going to be, this week is going to be a lot about you sort of establishing how close you want certain people to be to you. You know, just putting people in their place, in a sense, right? Not telling them off like that, putting them in their place, but putting the relationships where they belong, right? And putting boundaries in place. So, you know, for friends and or for associates who really don't need to know your business, you put a boundary there. You make sure they don't know your business. Or for those that you want to get closer with, right? You put them in their perspective sort of place in your life, right? And so this is going to be key for you this week. Certainly in terms of being able to figure out what is actually going on here, right? Because once you put boundaries in place and you're clear about, you know, how far you're going to let any one individual come into you or get close to you, it's a lot easier then to distinguish your feelings. It's a lot easier then to separate, you know, where your feelings begin and another person's feelings end, if you know what I mean. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for you, Aquarius, and then we'll pull out the romance angel message for you for this week. So this is certainly a new thing for you. And if you are an Aquarius who's already in a long-term relationship with someone, I really don't think this reading is for you. It could be for you if your person, if perhaps you may have been going through a period of separation or a period of challenge in this relationship, and your person is now resonating with a renewed sense of love for you. But in any case, the love that they do feel for you, the emotions they have for you right now, are of a fresh, new kind, right? Whether you've been together before or not. If you've been together before, something has changed and sort of reignited. And if you have not, then this is certainly the first ignition, if you know what I mean. We have 5 of Cups and a Prince of Wands for your person. And for you, we have Ace of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. Wow. So 5 of Cups. Yeah, your person has been disappointed before in love in the past. And Prince of Wands, of course, is the same as the Knight of Wands. And he's being very enthusiastic. This could indeed be someone that you were with before. And, you know, you guys may be separated. You maybe, you know, just didn't live in the same area anymore. There was some kind of space that happened there, and it may have really hurt them, right? 5 of Cups is a feeling of, you know, really being sort of sad about a loss in the past, right? But it is also a desire to sort of look to the future. And Prince of Wands is someone who is very enthusiastic and sort of positive, right? He's the one who's very sort of confident. Certainly if you're reconciling a relationship, he's the one who's going to be like, yeah, you know, I think this could work. You know, he's the one who's willing to give second chances, certainly willing to follow his passions. Having this 5 of Cups here is interesting because in the context of this reading, again, this could be a relationship that you had with someone before where it kind of, you know, didn't work out. Maybe you guys never really got to a point of commitment or a romantic sort of engagement. Maybe it only ever stayed as friends, and that was what hurt them or, you know, disappointed them. Or it could be, it doesn't feel to me, though, like if there was a connection with this person, that it fell apart in any bad sort of way, right? Like there wasn't like a, you know, a breaking up because somebody cheated or some horrible thing like that. I think they're the ones who just felt the disappointment in the past. Nevertheless, they feel a renewed sense of enthusiasm now for you. So again, this could very well be someone that you have known for quite some time. And now is the time they want to come in and they want to be supportive and they want to help you. Another reason why you may be resonating with the moon in this relationship, because again, you're like really in the dark about it. You know, you're like, well, yeah, I know them and we have a history, but I didn't know that they were in love with me this way. It could be that you never realized the depths of their feelings for you. It could be that you just never or you don't know where this is going now either, right? It feels very much like one of those situations where the other person has either secretly been in love with you or been in love with you for a long time and just not able to make it happen or what have you. And it wasn't so much that you didn't care for them, but just that they just weren't in your view. They just didn't catch your eye on that level. It feels like that energy could be there as well. Now you're resonating with the Ace of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. So right now your world is all about getting your finances together, getting your career together, your business together, whatever the case may be. You have a huge opportunity right now that you're really kind of busy with. And I think this is another reason why you're kind of unsure. Certainly with this Eight of Wands, if you have a great new sort of financial opportunity coming in, and now all of a sudden you also have all of this energy coming into you, right, from people who now they want to know you, or perhaps as a result of this Ace of Pentacles, now they're becoming aware of you and your work with regard to your career or business, then of course you're feeling very kind of on edge about, who to trust, who to let in. And certainly, again, this really harkens back to this strong moon that you have here. But the Queen of Wands is here also, and the Queen of Wands is definitely someone who's very strong, who learns from the traumas in their life, who learns from the worst sort of experiences. The Queen of Wands is wise, right? She's been through some battles, right? She understands the nature of experience and life and how to get the most out of it. She understands that there's ups and downs, right? But she feels as though it's still important to follow your passion with all your heart, regardless of where it takes you. She's the courageous one. And she really doesn't shy away from a difficult experience simply because it's difficult. If it's an experience that involves her passion and her heart, she's going to go after it regardless of whatever the consequences are. And so I do believe that right now, this is the energy that you're resonating with in your personal life. Again, you are waiting for some kind of official thing to come through. This is really underpinning everything. And you're a real survivor, right? And again, I think this is one of the things that's drawn this person towards you. But also the Queen of Wands is also the one who's not going to shy away from this moon energy simply because she doesn't have all the facts, right? Again, like I said, if her passion is being stirred up, she's going to go after it anyway, right? And I think she's going to give it a chance. And this is you, Aquarius. I think you will be giving this relationship possibly a chance. But right now, you're just so busy with your own thing. I mean, your person has their eye fixed on you. Prince of Wands and Queen of Wands here opposite each other. They are definitely your greatest sort of support, your cheerleader. If there's someone in your life right now who has really got your back, they're really sort of supporting you, they believe in what you're doing, even if others don't, then this is probably, and everything else is resonating, then this is probably the person that I'm talking about. Because the Prince of Wands is someone who really, really is enthusiastic about what you're doing, They share your passion. And they have a belief in themselves, but they also oftentimes will throw this idealism and belief and enthusiasm behind someone else if their sort of purpose is in line with them. So this is a really, really nice outlook. Let's go ahead and pull out some romance angel messages just to see what they have to say for you. And like I said, Aquarius, if you're resonating with most of the energies that I've talked about here, then you're really going to know who I'm talking about. This is not going to be a surprise per se. Yes, the moon is there in the sense that you are to a certain degree unsure about the depths of this relationship or what the exact nature of this connection is. But certainly it's not like, you have no idea that this person has any feelings for you. Flirt. And we have playfulness. Well, there you go. It's probably going to be someone in your life who you're friends with, who you're very flirty with and playful with. And it's always like one of these feelings like you guys are always sort of dancing around the edge of, that deeper, you know, magnetism and attraction, right? You're flirting with each other. It's like one of those feelings. You ever have a friend that it's like, yeah, you love them, they're a good friend of yours, but you've never really gone there with them, but you flirt with them, you're playful with them, and you know, it's like, now you begin to wonder, well, maybe there's more than just being playful or flirting. Maybe there is actually a deep connection here. Again, you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about in your life, Aquarius, if you are resonating with this reading. All right, guys, this is it. I'm just going to call it March 1st to the 8th for my lovely Aquarius. This is your love outlook into a connection that you have with somebody that is a possible love connection, right? And it's interesting. If you're going through this, do comment below. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and share. All of that really helps me grow my channel. But for right now, Aquarius, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week for your love outlook. Bye-bye now.